We're looking at desert bighorn sheep.
To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with
the Desert Bighorn Sheep Hunt is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in the state of Arizona. Due to low animal populations and high hunting demand, some say your chances of getting struck by lightning are greater than drawing this tag. The Game and Fish Department has created one loophole as an incentive. If a hunter has the max number of bonus points possible since the system was created, they are automatically given a chance at 20% of the tags, dramatically increasing their odds. Through 32 years of relentless determination, my dad has reached max point status and drew a tag in 2022. This is the story of our Desert Bighorn Sheep Hunt in southern Arizona. With several guides and a handful of our family members and friends with us, we scoured the surrounding mountains for a mature ram. On the afternoon before opening day, a mature ram was spotted over a mile away, but it was clear that he was a shooter.
Choya, a bunch of choya that are at the top of
Okay, you're looking at the wrong white flag. Go down.
Aha! See?
Bottom left ram.
Okay, there's a sheep that's standing out in the middle.
He would be watched until dark, hopefully to be located close to his last known location in the morning.
All right, so the night before the first day, opening day, tell us a little bit of a recap of today.
Had a good morning, finding not the sheep that I wanted to, but lots of sheep with good friends, and then got the good news about the big ram that we've been looking for, and
What are we calling that one?
we're calling him
Beto.
Beto we hadn't met before today. Of all the rams that we've known out here, we were introduced to a ram that I guess has been here before and showed back up just for us. So this afternoon we got to spend a lot of time looking at him, chasing his ladies around, and we put him to bed tonight. And we've got a plan for tomorrow. We're going to go after him. We got a long hike ahead of us, a couple of miles. I think I'm up to it.
All right.
I got my son Corey to push me along, and I'm excited.
I haven't seen the Christmas tree that Dad mentioned yet.
Probably that's.
We woke up hopeful on opening day, knowing we had the chance to get our eyes on a possible shooter ram from the night before. He was spotted in the middle of a mountain range, trapped behind an active copper mine, which meant we had several miles to cover before we would get eyes on him. While we began our hike, our team went to glassing the area the big ram was last seen the day before.
It's so far away. It's so far away.
Just give them some time to try to turn them up, because right now
Around mid-morning, we got word that our target ram was spotted. We cautiously traversed the mountainside, stopping frequently to check the wind, to communicate with our spotters, cautious to get too close, to push other sheep his direction, or unknowingly allow our wind to spook him. Finally, my dad had the chance to put his eyes on Beto for the first time to confirm that he was worthy of his coveted tag. Much to our surprise, our scent gave us away. What started as an anticipation of an opportunity had turned into a heartache as the giant ram fled the country. This put us back to square one.
Step in front of a runaway train.
As the day dragged on, we continued to push deeper into the mountains. We knew that we were racing the sun and risking the possibility of sleeping out there in the sub-freezing temperatures. We took a gamble on a spotted ram in the far corner of the range, hopeful that this was our giant.
Making just a blurry sight.
But after we got set up for a shot, only a small ram presented itself. With the sun setting, we were rushing to make it off the mountain. The day was not all defeat. We gained an immense appreciation for the landscape these sheep call home. The day was tough. My dad, who's hiked rim to rim in the Grand Canyon multiple times, said he'd sooner hike the canyon than repeat that hike we made that day. As is often said, misery loves company. Our string of adversity continued through the next day. The sheep seemed to all have fled their typical country, and our unit felt like a ghost town. Sunday began with a newfound sense of hope. Beginning with first light, we turned up several herds of sheep and one giant ram cruising near the top of the mountain. It felt almost like destiny that we'd end up having to make another big hike to the top of the mountains. On the way up to the top, we bumped into an old giant. While his length and mass impressed us, his horn was severely damaged and risked breakage if we decided to shoot. We decided to pass, and as we neared the top of the saddle, we spotted a couple of rams about to skyline. Just as we lost sight, we determined that one of them was a shooter. Our guide RJ snuck over the top of the ridge and looked down below to find the smaller ram bedded. We knew that the bigger ram had to be somewhere close, so a plan was made. We would find a new vantage point and give the bigger ram a chance to present himself. Our luck had finally turned when out of the brush walked the giant. At about 120 yards, 45 degrees downhill from my dad. With a few more steps, the ram would enter a clearing big enough for my dad to make a safe shot.
You smoked him? That's where we started, way down there.
With a perfectly placed shot behind the shoulder, my dad had fulfilled a lifelong dream. With a strenuous uphill hike ending in a short-range downhill shot, he took his ram in a way that not many hunters do.
Oh yeah. Get up there.
Awesome. Love it.
Get up there. Wow. Toad.
He's massive.
Hey, what did Bob say this morning? I did mass.
There's your no room between the horns.
That mass. Wow.
Part of the show's tired out. He's taking a nap.
As we always say at the end of a successful hunt, it's the memories, not the trophy, that we will treasure for a lifetime. But you have to admit, that is one hell of a trophy.